Hey, good morning, everybody. Subby down here at the Weather Center. So we got a lot to talk about this morning. It's going to be kind of a wild day today here in West Central Missouri. So what you're looking at now, these are the advisories and the warnings that are throughout the United States right now. Here in West Central Missouri, everybody in West Central Missouri is under a high wind warning and also a red flag warning. Basically, what that means is that as we go through the course of today, our non thunderstorm straight line winds could get gusting up to 60 miles per hour. Now that is going to be that's going to be enough to knock down some branches, possible power outages throughout West Central Missouri, and of course, red flag warning, absolutely no burning today anywhere around West Central Missouri, all the way up to St. Joe and all the way down uh, south of Branson. This is going to be a huge windbag for us as we go through today. So make sure before you head to work that you put anything up on your porch that could get blown away. Make sure you lay your lawn furniture down. Everybody's getting that out with the beautiful temperatures that we've been having, expecting highs right around the 80-degree mark today before we start to see a chance of thunderstorms. They're going to be very quick moving. It's not going to last very long, and we're not going to get hardly any rain out of this. So what is very, very unique, we talked about this last night with some storm chasers in our live video podcast. For the first time that I can remember, the Storm Prediction Center has actually issued a what they call in this little bubble here, which encompass parts of West Central Missouri, that we could be seeing dry thunderstorms, meaning the clouds are going to roll up. We're going to get a lot of lightning. We're going to get some strong straight line winds, but no rain. Well, what's going to happen is that lightning could spark off a few fires out in that dry vegetation in and around West Central Missouri. So that's something that I have not seen before that been put out by the Storm Prediction Center. Is the threat for dry thunderstorms. So all in all, we're expecting a quarter-inch of rainfall or less while these thunderstorms move in and then right back out of our area this afternoon. Now, the problem that the models and the data have been showing has been where these storms are going to initiate. You see, that's one of the four ingredients that are needed for thunderstorms to happen. And you've got to have moisture. Okay, that's what's lacking. You have to have instability, you have to have wind shear, and you have to have a lifting mechanism. We have everything in abundance here in West Central Missouri, with the exception of the moisture. It's because this is such a tightly wound 975 millibar low pressure system that it's actually pulling in air from the Pacific and down into Mexico into the storm, and that's very, very dry. And until it can shift east just enough to be able to pick up some moisture from the Gulf of America, and then these storms are really going to explode in eastern Missouri into Illinois and parts of Indiana. So this is just storm system number one. Now those down in the southeast in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, this is going to be one of those very rare incidences where the Storm Prediction Center issues a high risk for very strong thunderstorms, including very large damaging tornadoes down in the Dixie Alley, down in the southeast. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. Overnight, the Storm Prediction Center did increase our risks to see severe thunderstorms here in west central Missouri. Let's just jump back over here to let me jump over here to the Storm Prediction Center. Now, they have moved the threat to the west. Now it's incorporating KC Metro, Smithville, St. Joe, Liberty, down through Clinton, Sedalia, Warsaw, Lincoln. We're all in that enhanced risk to see some severe thunderstorms. And again, guys, this is going to be very, very quick. These storms are going to form right on top of us with very little warning. And then they're going to push off to the east. These storms are going to be trucking at 60 to 65 miles per hour. So we're going to get quick hitting thunderstorms, and out they go, and we'll be fine for the rest of the evening. This is going to be very, very quick. But unfortunately, we're not going to have a whole lot of warning. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to be down here at the Weather Center through the course of the afternoon. As soon as these storms begin to initiate, I will go live and we'll track them together this afternoon. Hey, Lucky. Hi, Janet. Mama Subby is on this morning. Looked like, let's see, Tim Sublett, top of the morning to you, Uncle Tim. Got a lot of family in there today. I like to see that. So let's jump over here to the model so that we can get a better idea of timing with the latest information that just come out here over the last 20 minutes or so. We're going to go to the short-term model. And remember, right up here at top, that is your timestamp. It's going to start at 7 a.m. this morning. And we go from nothing in eastern Kansas at 10, 11 o'clock to a line of thunderstorms by 11 to noon. And then we have another round of thunderstorms coming in right around the 4 o'clock time frame. And you notice just at 3 o'clock, there's just a couple thunderstorms south of Iola, Kansas. In a matter of 2 hours, a line of thunderstorms form, and it's right over the top of west central Missouri by 5 o'clock. Crazy. These things are going to be moving so fast and forming so rapidly that we're not going to have too much time to get warnings out there. So that's one of the reasons why we need to stay very weather aware today, because any thunderstorms that do happen to form this afternoon, remember I told you those other three ingredients other than moisture is through the roof. We have tons of wind shear. We're going to have, we've got lots of instability. We have this front that's going to be moving through. Very, very strong. Matter of fact, this low pressure system is comparable to a Cat 2 hurricane on land. So this is a very, very powerful storm system. So we definitely need to stay weather aware this afternoon. I have a feeling if these models still hold pretty generally true through about the noon time, I say we will start to see some watches going into effect for west central Missouri. They're probably going to try to take a very proactive step today, because proactive approach, because these thunderstorms are going to be going so fast and they're going to be firing up very, very quickly. But just as fast as they come in, they're out of here. Okay, so by 7 o'clock, all the storms are completely out of west central Missouri on into eastern Kansas. Now, you notice how that line, you can kind of see how it kind of comes together a little bit stronger. That's because that low pressure system has moved off to the east just a little bit and has picked up some of that moisture, and it's going to continue to intensify as it makes its way over into eastern Missouri and into western Illinois. And we might even start to see some supercells as overnight tonight. See, this is 10 o'clock. This is after dark. So what happens after dark, you might have heard meteorologists or storm chasers talk about the magic hour. Okay, the magic hour typically right after sunset. And the reason why you see a lot of strong thunderstorms right after sunset from about an hour before to an hour after is because you get these thunderstorms aided by what's called a low level jet. And a low level jet is created by the atmosphere above our heads get cooled down rather quickly once that sun goes down, but the surface is still warm. So you have cool air and warm air, and it creates a pressure difference. And of course, that is what creates wind. So you have this what's called a nocturnal jet stream near the surface going at a different direction as what the main winds are. Therefore, you create a lot of wind shear. Okay, you get those thunderstorms to rotate. And of course, when you have rotating thunderstorms, that's when you have to start talking about severe thunderstorms and the possibility of tornadoes. So the tornado threat is going to be a lot higher in eastern Missouri and western Illinois than what it's going to be here in west central Missouri, but we cannot rule out a potential thunderstorm that could produce a tornado for a very short time this afternoon. So, lots of information today, guys. We have, first off, we have non thunderstorm winds up to 60 miles per hour are possible today. That is what's causing our high wind warning for all of west central Missouri. We also have a chance for a couple thunderstorms around the 11 to noon time today. And then again, right around after 3 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock, we need to be very weather aware because these thunderstorms are going to form very quickly out in eastern Kansas and move into west central Missouri, traveling at speeds of 60, 65 miles per hour. It's not going to take no time for those storms to get from the state line and across west central Missouri. So we're going to have to be paying very close attention to updates and my live streams. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, watches, and advisories. Make sure you have a weather radio. Make sure it's on. Make sure it has batteries in it, because with these strong winds coming in today, we do have a chance to see some power outages even before the storms get here today. So make sure you have a good app on your phone. You can go to subbiesweathertalk.com to check out the radar. You can also have Storm Shield and the Red Cross emergency apps on your phone. They will notify you if you're going to be under any type of warning, watch, or advisory. They'll notify you on your phone. So we definitely need to be paying attention to what's going on today. There's a possibility that line of storms might be a little bit further east, where we saw that line start to develop in Iola, Kansas. That line could start right on top of us, guys. There's a very, very narrow band that these thunderstorms could erupt. It depends on how much moisture they can pull up and form thunderstorms. And the minute that they form, they're likely going to go severe very, very quickly. So lots of information today. I do understand that, but most important thing is you guys stay weather aware. This is not going to last all day. This is not going to last very long. It's going to be out of here. We're all going to be able to sleep good tonight. We're not going to have to worry about any storms overnight tonight, like what several of these people here in eastern Missouri, western Illinois, and then tomorrow down to the southeast. We definitely need to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, because they're going to have a rough go of it down in parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. They're going to be under the gun for likely some very strong and damaging tornadoes down in that area. So we definitely want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers today. Make sure they stay safe down there tomorrow. Make sure we stay safe here today. And that's one of the things that we strive for at Subby's Weather Talk and Radford Media Group is to make sure everybody is warned, everybody understands what we're up against, and that we all have a plan in place. So that's our job here is to keep you guys informed and to keep you guys safe. And again, for those of you that are kind of maybe a little anxious about these storms coming in, I'm telling you all the information possible so that you have a plan in place. And as long as you have a plan in place and you have battery backup and you know where you're going to go in case of a warning issued for your area, that anxiety level really subsides. So, planning is a big key to keeping that anxiety level down. And of course, following us right here at Subby's Weather Talk and Radford Media Group, we're going to keep you guys updated throughout the day with all the latest information. I do plan on going live a few times today just to kind of give you guys an update on what the models are looking like, what the data is looking like. We luckily were able to see the real time data coming in from the weather balloons. I know Springfield and Kansas City National Weather Service offices, they're going to be releasing several balloons today to keep an eye on what's going on way above our heads where we can't see. And then we're going to be able to utilize that information to get you guys the best update that we can. So that's all I've got for right now. We have a beautiful morning right now in the lower 60s. The winds are starting to gust a little bit, 20, 25 mile an hour. I just seen a gust here on the bottom of the screen there, 30 mile an hour wind gusts. So winds are starting to pick up today. And again, make sure you have everything pulled in or laid over. We could see some wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, non-thunderstorm induced winds. So it's going to be very, very windy out there today, guys, and keep it right here. I'll keep you guys updated through the course of the day. Stay weather aware, and we'll be talking to you guys very soon.